to the start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Williams. Zach Randolph is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Allen in at the 2 spot. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Outside, Randolph. Randolph draws the double. And you look across the NBA landscape, Stan, a lot of turnover in the summer.
Yeah, Kevin, it takes a few weeks just to get used to seeing coaches and players in different spots around the league. And it'll take some time for those players and coaches to adjust as well.
Just 5 to shoot. They get a bet. The shot's good from Randolph.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Allen. Cunningham passes to Haywood. Now Thompson. Over Doncic. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Bounce pass from Williams. Randolph dishes to Gay. Randolph kicks to O'Neal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Reed. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Warriors for a minute. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Now here's Gay. Reed with the steal. Knocked loose. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Randolph passes to O'Neal. O'Neal is doubled. Williams finds Randolph. Reed with the steal. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Williams with the steal. Gay scanning before. And the Warriors making a change here. Wall's checked in.
Second team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Doncic dishes to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Thompson outside. Pass to Haywood. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Carter missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down low, stolen by Haywood. And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Williams passes to O'Neal, out left to the wing. They double-team Randolph. Kicks it out to Gay. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Randolph penetrating.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Carter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Dylan Brooks. Santi Aldama is out there with Gasol. And there's Livingston, and it's Williams at the point guard position.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And stolen by Gasol. Out to Brooks. It's up a three. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 9.
Yeah, how about the athletic ability on display there by King? He gets all the way to the bucket and takes no chance on the finish.
Gasol, a screen on Wall. Williams passes to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Reed comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Cunningham in for John Wall. Thompson outside. Pass to King. And he dunks it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Reed with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And there's the lay-in. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Offensive rebound. And Gasol sends it back. Takes a step back. Back to Williams. Pass to Aldama. King with the steal. And Thompson throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Williams. He has yet to score. Aldama passes to Gasol. And it's King with the rebound. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Carter, he's checked in for Thompson. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main thing is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of them.
Here's Carter, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And the fast break finds the right guy. Carter goes all out to make sure they convert.
Williams looking over the floor. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Aldama. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before.
The Warriors shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Haywood comes in for Cummings. It's Thompson in for King. Warriors leading by 9. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Now here's Williams. Still without a basket. Inside. Here's Gasol. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by 9. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq? And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Grizzlies. And that is a wrap. Now,
and we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Williams. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Haywood is out there with Reed. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. Warriors leading by 9. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Yep, it counts. Cunningham's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Warriors.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Good on the bucket.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
Cunningham passes to Reed. Back to Cunningham. Aldama with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Outside Williams to the inside. And Aldama slams it in.
And look at how well Aldama moves. Setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Gasol. Steven Adams comes in for Santi Aldama. And Simmons subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Now, here's Cunningham. 8 points for him. Golden State moving the ball around. Haywood, the pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Picked by Haywood. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 6.
I just love to watch Cunningham orchestrate. At his size, that passing is elite.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Reed with the steal. Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Memphis. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Edey. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. Memphis shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, with Zach Edey, it's about more than his 7'4" size. Skills will develop, his timing will improve, but he's already got the physical foundation of a great player.
Now, here's Livingston. Scoreless thus far. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pushing it up. Back to Edey. Some solid defense from Reed. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. John Wall's checked in for the Warriors.
First team foul.
Warriors leading by 6. Poked away and stolen by Williams. Driving in, and he converts the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game. And it's Wall with the ball for Golden State. Pass to Haywood. Shades over Adams. Haywood, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Adams sets the pick for Edey. Adams drawing the double team. Here's Simmons. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Williams finds Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Simmons against Thompson. Adams sets the pick for Williams. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Williams kicks to Livingston. Over to the left wing. Screen by Adams. Livingston dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jordan, he's checked in for Reed. Cummings comes in for Haywood. Kings checked in for Carter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for John Wall.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's the drive. Edey can't hit.
Damn, he's playing hard.
It's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Simmons is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Zach Edey. And there's Livingston. And it's Williams at the 1. Edey with a screen on Wall. Williams against Wall. Adams sets the pick for Williams. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Kick out to King. That shot off the mark. Simmons with the defensive effort. Adams with the screen on Cunningham. Livingston passes to Adams, and the shot goes down. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Pass to Edey. Back to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Williams. Drives to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition bias.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Now Adams throws it down. What an assist!
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Cunningham against Williams. Thompson. Now Carter. Does not go. The Grizzlies trailing. Adams with the screen on Haywood. Williams attacking.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He knows
Steven
every
Adams was crazy.
possession is
He can
critical
rest.
now. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Thompson. From deep. Doncic there for the rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They double team Randolph. Fires the three. That does not go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They're outside. Thompson outside. The three doesn't go.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Doncic. Oh, no good on the dunk. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by one. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Cunningham. That shot, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Now O'Neal. O'Neal showing no mercy.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Randolph. Brooks comes in for Tony Allen. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Williams. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Stolen by Brooks. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this personifies that. What a clutch shot.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
And now they foul and stop the clock. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He can't make the second free throw either, missing both. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off, guys.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Crazy. Steven Adams got us back in the game by being indomitable. It's been a lot of our big men. Those and1 calls.
We'll see you next time.
The grit and the grind. 12 points O'Neal, 11 points Adams. Who got the most rebounds? O'Neal, Simmons, Luker. Who got the most assists? Hey man, look, Jason Williams doing what he's supposed to do. New roster, you know what I'm saying? New guys in Memphis, but we're gonna figure it out. We'll continue to make it work. I think we got the lineup pretty optimized after this one. We've made some adjustments, so this should be a good season for M-Town. 62%, we'll take that, man. We got our points in the paint like we're supposed to.